All right, so if you're just like me, then you just found out that about 11% or over 500 people within the Riot company just got laid off. I just wanted to make a quick video kind of talking about my thoughts about it, especially since it's really big news. I know I've been away for a while. I'm going to try and get back into making more content, but I digress. So, initial thought when I heard it was that I felt it was pretty devastating for Riot to make that announcement pretty much right on top of sending everybody the emails that they were going to be getting laid off, which appears to be the case. So it looks like most of the people that were laid off, the over 500 people, kind of got the news right around the same time that the Riot social media team let the news break publicly that they were letting that many people go. Other initial thought is that 11% is a lot of the company. I mean, over 500 people in any video game company would be a lot, no matter what the size. And it's not like Riot's a small company. So to hear them laying off that many people is it's a little frightening, I think. Not only as someone that enjoys games like League of Legends, TFT. I've played a little bit of Legends of Runeterra, and then obviously some of their Riot Forge games. I've played a couple of those. I think not only disturbing as someone that consumes Riot products, I think also just as a person, like seeing that much of the industry get laid off, in a single day is a little frightening, and I think obviously, a little concerning as far as you wonder what the longevity of a company like that is going to be. Um, it's weird to see them announce a layoff that big when I see a lot of other individuals within the company doing very, very well financially. Now, obviously, these are people that are very, very high up, within the Riot ladder. So these are people that have probably been there for a long time, have been invested in Riot as a company for a long time. Have a bunch of years there, and have sort of climbed the way up that ladder and have earned the right to make that amount of money. You're assuming, I'm assuming, but also, it is a little odd to see them laying that many people off and them basically citing that the reasons that they made that decision were because they grew a little too big. The games that they were coming out with as far as some of the Riot Forge stuff weren't making the returns that they thought that they would. Um, and then the article had said that, this is not to appease shareholders or, to make money or anything like that. But, then they go on to talk about all the reasons why, they're doing this and the scope of changes that they're going to make. And it does seem like they're more concerned about the bottom line than they are, I think, about fueling creativity and creating, games that their fans are going to enjoy, and they've been doing that for a while as far as, funding these smaller projects and allowing them to sort of exist in a way that has sort of captured the hearts and minds of a lot of people that wanted more League of Legends content outside of just the couple of games that had already existed. And so you see them talking about that they really wish that they could do better and that they tried everything they could. And then you let this many people go, and it's like, I don't think you did try everything that you could have. I think you probably could have started from the top down and gone, okay, what big ticket people can we either reduce salary or let go of in order to keep more of these teams around? And it definitely seems like they're putting financials first rather than putting creativity or people first. Now, that being said, if you read the article, which will be linked down in the comments below, or sorry, in the description below, I mean, it's not like Riot is doing them too badly. They're offering a bunch of different services for all the people that are being let go. I mean, it's 6 months severance. They're offering 6 months job help. They're offering till last day of termination, or day of termination healthcare. I mean, they're giving people vesting options for those that had stock options. They're giving them some of these kickbacks for different programs that people would have been a part of. So I won't say that people are being too hard done by as far as getting a fair shake from Riot. Obviously they're beginning plenty of time to get their affairs in order. I mean, 6 months is a long time to get paid when, especially in this industry, getting severance. But obviously, it doesn't make it any less jarring for those people. It doesn't make it any more acceptable for them to be losing their jobs. And a lot of creative people, as far as design artists, producers, I mean, from the top down, you imagine every kind of role that's getting eliminated, and there's a wide plethora of them. I mean, I even saw the most tenured person I've seen was one person that had been there for 12 years and had been getting fantastic performance reviews and everything, and then was just let go. So, I think as brutal as this cut is, I don't necessarily think that Riot is discriminating in any specific types of roles. I think they're really trying to cut down on what it is that they want to hold on to, but it does feel a little off-putting. It feels a little disingenuous when you read the article about why they're letting people go, as far as them saying they're trying not to protect their bottom line, but then it really does kind of feel like that's what they're doing. Um, as a personal message to all the people that got laid off, I really hope that those people find a place to land Obviously, they're probably going to be a little bit soured against Riot as a company. A lot of them, when you go on Twitter and you're, or sorry, X, I guess is it called now, and you're looking through a lot of these people that are announcing that they were affected by these layoffs. They're all very very happy with the teams that they were working with. They were all working with good people, but they're very very shocked at being let go by Riot, and some of them are souring against the company. Saying that I have nothing against the team that I was working with, but I really am not happy with what the company's done. And I think I think that's understandable, and it's interesting to see where, or it'll be interesting to see where those people end up. What jobs they'll manage to find. Um, and heartfelt condolences to those people. I can't even imagine what that's like to work for a company like Riot. Especially if that's your dream job, you want to work, with Riot as a company in some shape or form. You get that job and then you let go of. I don't think it matters how long you get to work with Riot at that point, whether or not it's 1 year or 10 years. I think if you're losing that job after getting it, I think that's probably going to be pretty devastating. And I'm sure that's going to affect the passion of some of these people for a while. And, I hope that they land on their feet. I hope that they're able to recover. I hope that they're able to find good jobs with other companies that offer similar ability for them to express their passion and the creative ideas in a way that they got to do it right, or maybe in ways that they didn't get to do it right. Hopefully they're able to transition to something that they'll be passionate about and that will give them, fulfillment. But I know that's hard to find in an industry, like the gaming industry, especially, after moving on from a big company like Riot, that was supposedly dedicated to allowing these kinds of projects that these guys would have wanted to work on to exist in the first place. And then you find out over, 500 people are getting cut. And then, from another perspective too, imagine you're one of these rioters that's just been let go, but you found out on social media that there were going to be emails going out that you might get fired. And that's how you find out first before you even get the email. I can't even imagine what that's like. And for the life of me, I don't understand why Riot would handle it that way. I don't understand the logic in allowing people that work for your company to find out that they're going to get laid off via social media. I think is extremely unprofessional. I think it's extremely cruel. And I think not very well thought out on the part of Riot to allow that to even be a thing that happens. So I'm sure that there will be fallout for that. Just looking on X, just seeing the amount of people that are interacting with the message that Riot put out, not only the article, but then the actual tweet itself. And then just seeing people's responses to it. Obviously, people are super supportive of all those that got let go. I'm seeing really good engagement as far as everyone trying to get the word out for those that got laid off and trying to, get them boosted up so that people can see that they're, available to get hired for stuff. I'm trying to do as much as I can to keep track of those people and do the same. But there's just so many. 500 people is a lot for any company, and all at one time is. It's pretty crazy. I think 2019. I think it was 2019 that Riot had announced that they were letting go of like 40 people, and I remember a lot of people thinking, "Oh, 40 people. That's it's not a lot, but it's also like for Riot, that seems like a lot." So for Riot to be letting go of over 500 people seems just almost like doomsday. It's more than 10% of the company. That's a lot. Letting go of 10% of your company. It's like, well, you've only got 100%. So if you're letting go a tenth of it, that kind of puts the number of perspective for you a little bit. So. As far as what I'm hoping will happen going forward, like Riot talked about wanting to resharpen what it is that they're going to be working on, and trying to focus on some of their core games. Obviously like Valorant, League of Legends, Legends of Runeterra, stuff like that. I hope that works. Generally in industry that's called a brand resharpening. So generally it's a refocus on what it is that the company wants to do, and how they want to move forward in terms of making sure that they stay profitable and whatnot. I hope that works. For Riot, I really do, because, man, if you let go of that many people and you don't see any insignificant increase in performance or in profitability or anything like that, that makes you look really, really bad, for the people that support your games and support your products and support you as a company. And it can really turn a community against you. And obviously, a lot of people are going to be really hot about this issue right now. And so, the next several months for Riot are going to be very, very important in terms of how they take that bull by the horns and what they manage to get going, what kind of progress that they'll make as far as really putting out stuff that people are going to be interested in and care about. Because if it isn't quality, if they aren't quality games, if it isn't quality content, then I think a lot of people are going to be dismissive of Riot for quite a while, and that can take some time to recover from, even if you're a big gaming company. And it's tough because people, I think a lot of people really want to like Riot, but you go and do something like that, and it can make some people upset. So yeah, just recap. You know, over 10% of the company was let go. Over 500 people. A lot of different jobs got cut. A lot of different positions got cut. It doesn't seem to have been specific towards tenure or experience or anything like that, because I'm seeing the whole wide range of people getting cut from this. People that have only been working there a couple years to people that have been working there for over a decade. So hopefully Riot actually gets something out of this, like what they said they were going to, or what they're hoping to get. Because if not, it's going to be very rough for them. And condolences to all the people that just lost your jobs. I really, really wish the best for you. I hope that you find a decent place to land. I hope that you're able to recover from this and find something passionate to work on. And hopefully, as weird as this is going to sound, hopefully maybe this was for the best, and hopefully everything works out the way Riot hopes it does as far as creating something quality, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be bad news bears. So that's all I got right now. I'll do more updates for this as it breaks, if anything changes as far as what Riot wants to do, if they roll anything back or if they do more cuts. But hopefully more cutting won't happen. But yeah, until next time, I will see you later. Ciao.